Crux sacra sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi dux, vare retro satana, numquam suare mihi vana, sunt mala quelibas, ipse venena bibas.
Crux sacra sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi dux, vare retro satana, numquam suare mihi vana, sunt mala quelibas, ipse venena bibas.
Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, hermanos católicos. Bueno, estamos con otro tema más.
How do you feel about women not being able to become priests?
Well, how do I feel about, first of all, that isn't a feeling. That has nothing to do with it. If the good Lord wanted women to be priests, he would have made his own mother one. And it isn't a sex choice. And we won't get into that. It's something that's hidden deeply in the scriptures, where a man is the symbol of Christ and the woman is the symbol of the church. As in the Old Testament, man was the symbol, the husband was the symbol of God, and Israel was his wife. So the old prophet said, Israel, thou art my spouse, God speaking. That's where the mystery is hidden, not in the question of feeling, civil rights. It has nothing to do with that. And furthermore, I don't know how we'll be improved. We're not the best, but he doesn't choose the best. Women might be better. He didn't choose me because I was better than someone else. Even God's love is blind.
Si tratta di studiare i criteri e modalità nuovi affinché le donne si sentano non ospiti, ma pienamente partecipi dei vari ambiti della vita sociale ed ecclesiale. La Chiesa è donna, è la Chiesa, non il Chiesa. La uguaglianza e la differenza delle donne, come del resto degli uomini, si percepiscono meglio nella prospettiva del con, della relazione, che in quella del contro. La Madonna, Maria, era più importante che gli apostoli vescovi e che i diaconi e che i preti. La donna nella Chiesa è più importante che i vescovi e che i preti. Come? È questo che dobbiamo cercare di esplicitare meglio.
If the good Lord wanted women to be priests, he would have made his own mother one. If the good Lord wanted women to be priests, he would have made his own mother one.
The distant future, any change in the church's stand, the Catholic Church's stand, and certain issues today which have been quite controversial, certainly abortion has been. Do you foresee ever any change in that?
No.
Not at all?
No, because we have no power over the divine law. Furthermore, suppose we did. Suppose John Paul II tomorrow said, all right, bring out your contraceptives. Pull out your scalpels. Unplug the children from their wombs. Marry as you please. Unmarry as you please. Fornicate as you please. What would be the difference between the church and the world?
But meanwhile, Bishop Sheen, you do have many women who have had abortions, who go to church.
Yes, there's no reason why they shouldn't go to church and pray the good Lord will forgive them. That's good. I'm glad they do.
It'd be better that if they're going to have an abortion that they still go to church
Yes.
than not at all.
Yes, exactly.
Francisco recibió en audiencia a los miembros del Dicasterio para la Doctrina de la Fe, cuya última declaración sobre la bendición a las parejas del mismo sexo suscitó multitud de reacciones en los episcopados de todo el mundo. El Papa quiso subrayar dos cosas de este documento que van en la misma línea del prefecto del dicasterio, Víctor Manuel Fernández.
La prima è che queste benedizioni, fuori di ogni contesto e forma di carattere liturgico, non esigono una perfezione morale per essere ricevute. La seconda, che quando spontaneamente si avvicina una coppia a chiederle, non si benedice l'unione, ma semplicemente le persone che insieme ne hanno fatto richiesta.
En cuanto a los próximos pasos de este dicasterio en asuntos doctrinales, el Papa también confirmó que la doctrina de la fe está preparando un documento sobre la defensa de la dignidad de la persona.
Yeah, sure. So we're able to bless same-sex couples, but it can't look like a marriage. It can't look like we're doing a wedding where we're in liturgical vestments and they're exchanging vows and things like that. So it's a little more informal. It's just, asking God to bless the couple, but not a rite,
There's a lot of feelings on both sides of this issue here. Conservative Catholics are pushing back. What's your message to them?
My message is really to try to get to know LGBTQ Catholics, try to get to know couples and see why they would need God's help, right? And get to know them as friends. I think part of the sort of pushback is a misunderstanding of their place in the church and really not knowing them well. I think when we get to know people, we see them as human beings, as not as categories and stereotypes. You Catholics try to get to know couples and see why they would need God's help, right? And get to know them as friends.
And pray the good Lord will forgive them. That's good.
He will explain guilt away psychologically as repressed sex. Make men shrink in shame if their fellow men say they are not broad-minded and liberal. He will identify tolerance with indifference to right and wrong. He will foster more divorces under the disguise that another partner is vital. He will increase love for love and decrease love for persons. He will invoke religion to destroy religion. He will even speak of Christ and say that he was the greatest man who ever lived. His mission, he will say, will be to liberate men from the servitudes of superstition and fascism, which he will never define. But in the midst of all his seeming love for humanity, his glib talk of freedom and equality, he will have one great secret, which he will tell no one. He will not believe in God.
Distressed by the fact that in many cases you have men and women living together without marriage?
Yes, and principally because it is the destruction of love. We have only eros, the erotic love. We have a love in which the ego projects itself into another and says, I love you, when all that is loved is the pleasure that is found in the other person. And this kind of love is the destruction of the family and the destruction of the human person. As a matter of fact, I believe one of the reasons why we have so much neuroses and psychosis is this tremendous affirmation of the self. I gotta do my thing. I have to have my pleasure. You bend yourself to my will. When real love does not mean to have and to own and to possess, it means to be had.
Numquam suare mihi vana sunt malaque libas, ipse venena bibas.
Cruxa sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi lux, dare retro satana, numquam suare mihi vana, sunt malaque libas, ipse venena bibas.
Crux sacra sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi lux, vade retro satana, numquam suare mihi vana, sunt malaque libas, ipse venena bibas.
Crux sacra sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi lux,